Yay Networks.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Today is a bittersweet podcast because I'm sure it's Friday, as you can tell if you're watching it on YouTube. And I'm probably
or if you're just living, babe.
What?
It's Friday.
Well, no, because if you're listening to it on Thursday, then it's not
I see
Friday.
what you mean. Okay.
But I'm saying that I'm probably having a very emotional day today because, guys, tomorrow our son turns 2.
2 years old already.
He's going to be 2, and we just wanted to tell you guys because we talk a lot about like, oh, party this, party that. We want to go to Disney. I'm pregnant. I can't go. Well, can you tell them what happened, babe? And this is all Jonathan's fault because he's the indecisive one.
Yeah, guys, first of all, shout out for like the real ones in the comments. I saw this girl. She was like, oh, why didn't you? I thought you said you were going to Disney. She's like, you must not watch her videos. She says she's throwing a party. So just wanted to shout out. You know who you are. But guess what, girl? We actually are going to Disneyland.
Yes. So basically, the first thing that Jonathan had told me, which I was like, oh, it makes sense, is that how are we going to take Franco away from everybody that loves him and just be selfish and celebrate his second birthday just ourselves? And I was like, that's true. So let's do a little party. And then we recalculated all of the little friends he has, and he has like, did we say about 3 friends here?
3 friends here.
And half of them wouldn't have been able to make it to the party. I had actually talked to their moms prior, and they're like, oh my gosh, we're busy, or my mom's birthday's that day too. So then I was like, okay, so then what's gonna be the vibe, like if he's not gonna have friends here, then might as well go to Disney. But then we're just doing the best of both worlds, honestly.
Yeah, guys, so Saturday is his birthday. Tomorrow, if you're watching this on Friday, so we're going to have like a little get-together party for like close family and then close friends in my parents' basement. As many of you guys know, that's kind of the go-to place. That's where the cool kids hang out, is my parents' basement, a.k.a. Vibe & Co. headquarters. It's just like huge. There's nothing down there. It's warm. And we were also talking about that. People born in the winter, both Blanca and I were born in the summer, so we don't have to deal with this problem. But people born in the winter, guys, I'm sorry for you. You have to do your birthday indoors if you live in a colder state. If you live in Florida, this does not pertain to you. But like, you know what I mean? So we were looking for salones last minute, a week before his birthday. There were some, but then it's like, oh, his friends can't come and this and that. And so we're like, how about a get together for the cake and like the pictures and his family and friends to show him love on Saturday. And then we fly out super early morning on Sunday and go to Disneyland.
Yeah, so that's basically the plan. Jonathan and I booked this literally yesterday. We sat down and booked the flights, which thankfully the flights weren't that bad. I remember at the beginning of January, I told Jonathan, babe, tell me if we're going or not, because the flights were $129 to LA. And he was like, no, babe, let's just do it here, whatever. And then so yesterday when we go to book them, thankfully they were still not that expensive, because usually we pay like what, $380?
Yeah.
They were $230.
Okay.
So that's not too bad, so we booked that. We are in the and then another thing, so if you guys recap, Jonathan and I's first time at Disney was 2 years ago, and then our first time with Franco was last year, and we met this super awesome couple that was like, for our daughter's 5th birthday, we like stayed at the Disney resort in California and like did this whole big thing, right? So we're like, let's just do it, like let's take this time, just us 3, our baby moon, our last trip with Franco just by himself without his little sister, and his 2nd birthday, and let's book the resort at Disney,
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, it's a lot of money.
It is.
And if you want a detailed video of how much it was, if it was worth it, let us know. I think Blanca, she's been on her TikTok grind, so she's probably gonna like show you guys around and everything.
Yes.
But if you're like us, that we've never stayed at a resort, we don't know anyone like close that has, like at the Disneyland one, and it's like, we're gonna see if it's worth it. I mean, from what we can tell, and then that girl that we talked to the other time we went, it's like you sleep there and then you step out and you're on the park.
Yeah.
So we're like, that kind of sounds cool, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because they have like a kind of bundle. So if you book the rooms and you book the Disney tickets and the genie, they like bring it down like some number, who knows if it's even a deal, but it's not that bad. So we're definitely gonna do that, and we're gonna vlog it, and I'm gonna TikTok everything too, guys, because you guys already know, like, I'm excited because it's Monday right now as we're filming, so we have a couple days to plan our outfits, get all of his outfits together, all of my outfits together, and it's gonna be so fun. So this week is just a little bit bittersweet for us, because this week, like 2 years ago, we were getting ready for our life to change forever,
Yeah. And 2 years is fast, guys. I feel like in every aspect, in January, it's also Ozo's birthday, January 15th. And he turned 4, guys. I could not believe it. I was like, first of all, I forgot his birthday. I'll just straight up say it, because I was out all day, right? In the morning.
And he got home like at 5, and I was like, babe, Ozo turns 4 today. He's like, oh my God, Ozo, you get double the treats today. Yeah,
usually we get him a cake and stuff. So he got double the treats because I already gave him one in the morning. But yeah, guys, I was actually sad. I wasn't sad for 1, 2, 3, but 4, it's like, dang, 4. I don't know why me cala tanto 4, but I was like, oh, like our baby's 2, gonna be 2, and then he's 4 already. So that's crazy.
Ozo's just 2 years older than Franco, our first boy. And it's just, I think it's bittersweet too, because like this is the dog that he's gonna grow up with, Yeah. And then he's unfortunately gonna leave when Franco's like in his early teens.
Yeah, but we're gonna freeze him in salt, or what's it? Taxidermy.
Yeah.
And put him in the entrance of our house.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That'd be weird, but maybe like a statue of him.
We were talking about how we're not even gonna have dogs after they die.
Who?
Us. Or were you just saying their breed?
The breed.
Oh, I'm saying dogs, period.
No, the breed. Guys, golden doodles, pros and cons. Pros, they're super smart. They're super gentle and loving and just bundles of joy. They're hypoallergenic, so they don't shed. And yeah, they don't shed hair all over your couches and stuff. Cons. At least our dogs and a lot of the people we talk to and we know, they're very high maintenance with the grooming and also with like, not health. I wouldn't say our dogs are unhealthy, but like Ozo's allergic to this and he starts licking his paws or this and that.
They're like easier to get sick, I would say.
Yeah, easier to get sick. He always has ear infections.
Yeah, when Ozo was a baby, he got the freaking parasite, I don't remember
from
the
water
name, from drinking water like 4 times. And I think the ear infections are kind of annoying, and that's because they don't shed, so they have to get groomed and then they have to get their ears plucked,
and because they have long ears,
so that they don't get infections. So I think that they're very high maintenance, but I promise you guys they're the best breed.
Very expensive, guys. We just at the groomers, spilling the tea here, we went 3 days ago, and it was $320 for both of them. Granted, they do everything, and they got a little small haircut.
And they do a great job.
Yeah. Should we show them?
Oh.
Ozo, come here.
Oh. Shit. Come here, bud.
Come here.
Come here.
Exclusive. Ozo, come here.
Exclusive Ozo showdown.
He's like hesitant because he knows he can't be in the play area. But look how cute he looks. Sit. Hey, my coffee.
Sit down. Good job.
Look how fluffy he is.
He's so fluffy. The hair is like a perfect length. And I don't know. He's just
he's
perfect.
A good boy.
Yeah, and Chai. I know a lot of you guys are asking about Chai. Where's Chai? Chai is just not very social. She's like super to herself.
I think she's a cat in a dog's body.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And Ozo is a human in a dog body.
Yeah. But anyways, that leads us into our next segment, guys. Today's also a very exciting day. Today, as in like the day we're recording this, it's Monday. Ozo just had puppies not too long ago. Obviously not with Chai. My friend, he has a female, and it's been his side girl for a while now. This is their second litter.
I thought it was their third.
No, this is their second.
Oh, second.
And usually when you stud out a dog, the way it works is they either pay you like a flat fee or they give you a puppy. You're like a first pick of a puppy. So I went the route I was like, you know what? I'll choose a puppy because I don't know if either for us or for a family member or just maybe for one of you guys. So we're going to go and actually just pick out the puppy we will be, keeping for that service
Yeah.
of Ozo.
First pick of the litter.
Yeah.
My sister deadass thought that we are gonna go pick up the puppy and bring it home.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, girl, we're just gonna go pick it out. Imagine us with a puppy, a toddler, and a pregnant girl.
Yeah, but besides, like, we don't really do the whole studying for Ozo for like puppy reasons or money. Obviously, we do it more for him because obviously he's not neutered. So maybe Blanca doesn't understand this, but boy to boy, how can you go your whole life without releasing some stress every once in a while? So I do it for that because I don't know. I love to take care of my dog in every aspect. So that's why I never got him neutered, because I was like, I can't do that to my best friend. So with that being said, I have to take care of his needs some other way. So I do it for that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So,
good job.
But yeah, guys. Okay, you can
That
go
was
now.
a good thing. Okay, go. You can go nap. Go.
Okay,
Go
down.
nap.
Down. Get down. Okay. All right, guys. So there you have it, Ozo. Because on J&J, we get a lot of comments saying, where are your dogs? Oh, your dogs, we miss them. We miss them. And it's so funny because I remember before Franco, that's all we would show is our dogs.
Yeah,
and
they
people
were our
would be like,
babies.
oh my God, like we get it. You have dogs. And now you guys miss them.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny because you can never give them enough, Like when we first became dog parents, we're like, oh, the pros and cons, owning a golden doodle. And you guys would be like, all right, we get it, shut up. And now we're like, oh my God, where are the dogs? Like, did they get rid of them?
You guys don't love them anymore.
No, they're still here living their best life, thriving. And yeah, good job.
Yeah, good job.
Go. Go sleep. Go. Hurry. Run. Go. Good boy.
But yeah, guys, I think when our dogs die, I think we're going to take like a small little break. Obviously, you don't get a puppy right away.
No.
And then we're going to do our research. Maybe by that time, primeramente Dios, in 10 more years, we're maybe living in un rancho.
Yeah, and we can foster or adopt a bunch of
No.
animal
I was going to say
dogs.
get a farm bred like breed.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying that
No, también, but
we're
yeah.
adopting dogs.
I want a dog that can like actually enjoy the outdoors, because Ozo and Chai, they love being outside, but the other day it was really cold and Chai was like shivering. I was like, okay, she's not an outside.
Chai does not like being outside, babe.
But
Also
then
could sleep outside if he wanted to.
I would get like an actual working farm dog,
Yeah.
that would love being outside
Mm-hmm.
and take care of our chickens and goats so coyotes don't eat them.
True.
Babe, you know that with 2024 comes new goals and new expectations.
Yep. New year, new me, guys. And actually, just give me like 3 more months, okay? And then I'm going to start getting back into my fitness routine right after I'm postpartum. And what more to help than the meals that we eat? Because that's the hardest thing. You can go to the gym and all of that, but if you're not eating healthy at home, it's not going to help you.
It's a waste of time.
It
Literally.
is.
If you go to the gym and you have the best workout of your life, but if you're not eating healthy or what you should, it's literally a waste of time.
It sure is.
Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year.
Skip the grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-created, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door.
With over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan plus veggie, and more.
Factor is cheaper and way more delicious than takeout. Get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. They're ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you.
I love Factor because not only is it yummy, but it's fast to make.
And the fact that you can just heat it and it's ready to eat in 2 minutes is amazing.
Head to factormeals.com/spillthebeans50 and use code spillthebeans50 to get 50% off.
That's code spillthebeans50 at factormeals.com/spillthebeans50 to get 50% off. I think that when we got Ozo, like a week later, I was like, wait, I just scammed myself because I didn't process that they're gonna die one day, and then I didn't process that they were gonna die when our children were already here. So I kind of scammed myself and my kids because pobrecitos. Imagine that heartbreak, babe.
Yeah,
so
we didn't
sad.
time it at all good because theoretically Ozo would be, at the end of his life when Franco's entering high school.
Yeah.
So that's really sad because
That's the
obviously that's like
worst.
kind of the hardest point. And one of the biggest milestones in your life is entering high school. You're scared, you're confused,
Excited.
you know, so then you also lose your dog, you know.
Oh my God.
But we're gonna hopefully also by then in 15 years sale una medicine that makes him live longer.
Yeah, extend his lifetime.
We give him hot Cheetos every day so he grows up like a Mexican Chihuahua.
That last 20 years. Yeah, but let us know if you guys have dogs and kids, you know. Maybe we should have waited till Franco was like 10 to give him his first
but like
dog.
them growing up is cute. You know?
Yeah, it is cute.
And it also teaches them a lot of values. Like Franco feeds them and gives them water in the morning. So the dogs teach him responsibilities. And then also just to be gentle around animals. Like he loves them, he hugs them. We teach him boundaries. Yeah. He gets to know dog behavior. So when like Chai's a little irritated, he knows like, okay, I have to stop playing with Chai, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, he's learning a lot by having dogs, which is really nice. And also, I think that we wanted to start this podcast. Well, I want to start this podcast with this message that we got because it's a little motivation, I would say, because you know how it's January. We try to motivate you guys. Even if it's, you know, the middle of January, you can start today. But this message says, I've been wanting to send this message for a while now. I owe my transformation to Jonathan. When he posted his fitness running journey, I got inspired to change my eating habits, but really what I truly owe to him is my love for running. I started running because of him in July. I couldn't even do half a lap without dying. I was postpartum, weighing 207 pounds and dropped down to 133 but I'm currently bulking and at 143.
Whoa.
There were so many days where I wanted to say fuck running, but kept going. Every day I didn't want to run, I'd see Jonathan post his running and I'd go on the treadmill. I now do cardio on Tuesdays and Thursdays and run 4 miles each day. Anytime I think of how far I've come and how I love to run and want to do marathons, I remember myself postpartum, heavy, and watching Jonathan's stories, staying inspired. Overall, thank you. Your content truly does motivate others. My transformation is below. Wishing you a healthy pregnancy.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank
That
you.
is so insane.
Thank you for updating us. Really, it means a lot. We get a lot of people that I've been watching the podcast for years, and this is the first time I comment. And you could have very well gone through that transformation and never sent a message. So thank you. Thank you. It means a lot.
Yeah, because this is what we talk about. Like, if we can inspire one person out there, that's why we do this. And the fact that she literally dedicated her transformation to you, babe.
Yeah. You're better than me, girl. I've been slacking.
Now you need to. I hope this inspired you.
Me.
So you can start running.
Yeah, honestly, guys, here in the snow, when it snows, it's hard to run outside and then this and that. But I've been putting up excuses. I saw this guy that runs in Nashville and it snowed in Nashville and he still went out. His beard had icicles on it. So I was like, you know what? I just need to buy some good shoes that won't slip as easily and voy pa fuera. So thank you, girl, for inspiring me as well because I've stopped running and I've also been kind of bulking. I've been lifting a little bit more. So, but no, I'm gonna get back on it.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm excited to be postpartum so I can start too, and to like do my postpartum transformation, guys, because I like always think about, do I want to get my body done or not? And every time I think about it, I feel like I'm gonna do lipo for sure. But then I'm always like, oh, if I do lipo, might as well, instead of throwing my fat away, put it in my butt, you know? But I definitely want to...
Well, you already have a fat, juicy butt.
Yeah, I feel like a fat, juicy butt is easier to attain than a flat tummy when you've already been a mom and you get like that mom pouch or whatever. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. Just wait until... Yeah, like around May. That's when my transformation starts.
Ooh, the beginning of summer, babe.
All right, guys, let's get back to our roots in this podcast. You know, we love to spill the tea and we love to answer a bunch of you guys' advice. And I was actually just going through our DMs today and I was like, wait, we have a couple of questions that we didn't ask for, but you guys all like remember that we always ask for advice questions through our DMs. And we had a couple, so I was like, we should read them because these people are probably like, yo, what the heck? So I'm going to start with this one here. And it reads, my husband made me a stay-at-home mom, but I feel like his job is not cutting the bills and our lifestyle. I tell him I want to go back to work, but he holds me back. What's going on? I feel lost. What do you think, honey?
I think both of you, it sounds like a very stressful situation, but both of you guys, it seems like you love each other because you have the best intent for both, right? He has the intent to make you stay home and give you that privilege to love your kids and look after your kids. Because guys, now with a son, this world is just, we see everything with a magnifying glass, and everything is crazy. Everything is like, this world is not children proof, like baby proof, when you baby proof your house. So, but then you have the intention to like help your husband and bring a little bit more income. So I just think communication is key. Talk it out. I think if the finances are struggling, but you have to see the upside of it. Like, can you still feed yourself? Can you still pay your mortgage? Yes. Then you get to take care of your own child, because nowadays, guys, even daycare centers, even, schools, like, it's scary out there.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I think that just kind of sitting down with your husband and telling him, like, because you're saying that he's holding you back from going back to work. So sit him down and be like, look, this is how I see it from my point of view. Tell me how you see it from your point of view. And let's see the things that we can compromise on each end. Because I feel like a marriage is literally all about compromising. You have to compromise. You have to communicate. You have to tell him, like, this is how, like, you have to put all the cards on the table and then choose which ones are going to stay. And I think that that's where a lot of arguments can start too, because if you guys know, like, finances are the number one. Is that the number one reason people get a divorce? So if you can tackle it head on before it gets worse, definitely do so, because you don't want, like, to hold all this anger in or frustration, and then you like explode one day and then he's like, oh, well, I was just doing this for the best of our kids. I think being a stay-at-home mom is so amazing, but also if you feel like it's not cutting with the expenses or anything like that, then it's honestly all about communication.
I think a great compromise in this situation would be like, if your husband works from Monday to Friday, maybe then you can pick up a part-time on the weekends. Or maybe if he works from 7 to 7 in the morning, in the afternoon, then you can get like a night shift, or una tardecita, a little part-time, just to bring in a little bit of money. And it's also like, you need to think about what his intentions are. If he truly is doing it so no one else watches your kids, fine. But if he's doing it, because I know a lot of guys that make their wives stay-at-home wives even without kids, because they don't want them to potentially find like a work boyfriend, or they don't want them to talk to guys at work, or toxicity. So like, no, tú te me quedas aquí. So, if it's obviously for the kids, then good job. Communicate.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on this too, because we always talk about how being a stay-at-home mom is so hard. And then we always talk about how influencers have been romanticizing being moms, And what nobody talks about, which I just listened to a podcast this morning about this, it was a girl saying, like, I used to think that I was failing at life because I wasn't being like a good stay-at-home mom, bringing in income, keeping the house clean, keeping my kids clean, and then keeping myself like up to date, like with the gym and my hair and my nails and all of that. And she's like, so then I started asking around to all my influencer friends, and they just started letting me like, oh no, girl, I have a full-time nanny. Oh no, I have someone that comes and does our laundry every week. Oh, I have cleaners. I have like everything, So when you guys see like influencers romanticizing life, don't think it's, oh, they're being a stay-at-home mom, they're doing everything and keeping themselves together, and that's it. Like, they're doing it by themselves. Like, most of people you watch on social media have a cleaning lady, have a nanny, have support from their family. So if you're sitting there and being like, why is being a stay-at-home mom so hard for me? Don't beat yourself up about it. It really is hard, because nobody does it just by themselves, So definitely just let him know, like, hey, I would really love, because I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons, is like, I would really love to be a stay-at-home mom, but I really want to still get my nails done and my hair done, because that's what makes me feel good. And to be a good mom, you have to be happy too, So just let him know all of your concerns. And like Jonathan and I have always said, make sure you guys are in a good mood and that you guys didn't just argue, like, make sure it's like a level-headed space, your kids are asleep, you're kind of, just chilling, doing nothing, and then bring up the conversation, because then things can go left very easily. Okay, let's see. For your next advice podcast, me and my boyfriend have been together for a couple of months now. He's been struggling to find a job and also got in a really big car accident. So I've been picking up on dates and going out. I'm a college student, manager in retail, and I live on my own. Would you guys advise for me to stick it out? Love the podcast.
Damn. Girl, your boyfriend's just in a rough situation and you're thinking of leaving him?
Well, she also doesn't have to stay.
No, but then like that gives me like bad vibes. Like,
Well, maybe there's more
what
to
if
the
you're in a
story.
bad position? What if you get in a car accident and your husband and your boyfriend's like, I don't really want to struggle with that. I must not stick it out.
So say one of your like guy friends tells you, hey bro, I'm really struggling to find a job.
Okay.
Well, how do you guys like what? Because I know you, right? And if you guys don't know, little story, Jonathan growing up had like 30 jobs because he would quit one, the next day he would have another one. He would quit one, the next day he would have
Nah,
another
pero
one.
diles por qué.
Because you didn't like being told what to do.
Yeah, but there's two types of guys. The ones that can't keep jobs because son huevones, they're not good workers. No, I had a lot of jobs, but because I like to learn new things, and yeah, I want to just do better in life. So
And he doesn't settle. So like if something happened that he didn't like, he wasn't gonna stick it out. He's like, all right, peace out.
I can get paid more over here.
Yeah.
And then more over here. Every job I got, I just got paid more and more and more.
So that's why I'm asking you, because you like you
I don't
could have
believe when guys
jobs
say they
lined up.
can't get jobs. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm speaking from experience, but then also other scenarios like, men that really want to salir adelante and support their family or themselves or their wife, they're going to find a way. I see a lot of guys when they're like, I just can't find a job. Everyone's hiring nowadays. Like, you just have to like really want it. You know what I mean? So now this girl's saying that her husband can't find a job, it's like her boyfriend, a couple months. It's because, I don't want to talk too much on like what a guy should and shouldn't do because time has changed a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys nowadays, they don't like the construction. They don't like the landscaping. They don't like the tough jobs. They want to be, cashiers and stuff like that.
Or even like you were saying the other day too. It's like their ego of not going to work like as a dishwasher.
Yeah, exactly. As a dishwasher or just want to be behind, as a bank teller, and maybe those things aren't hiring. I trabajo por donde quiera, and I'm not saying that that's a girly job or that's a manly job. I'm just saying from what I've seen here in Colorado and a lot of other places, and then podcast, everyone's hiring, and that I can't find a job thing. A lot of times results from like ego and pride and like, well, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be a dishwasher. I'm not going to be this and that, So sometimes you just guys, I was a busser at Texas Roadhouse for like a few months. And like, that was the shittiest job ever, but I did it. I stuck it out, this and that. And you just got to do sometimes the bad things to get better in life. So,
yeah. So what's your advice to her? Just stick it out.
Well, it depends. Like, do you like this guy? And do you love him? Obviously not enough to like already have those thoughts,
Yeah, I feel like there's already enough red flags in the sense that he just got in a big car accident, right? So when you really like someone, when you're really in love with someone, they just got into a big car accident, they can't find a job. Usually you're like, oh, damn, like this is where I have to put more than 50. Like it can't be 50-50. I have to go in and pick up a little bit. Maybe we don't have to go on dates anymore, but just stick it out because he needs to find a new job and a new car. But if he already got into a car accident, he can't find a job, and you're already thinking like, I'm good on my own. Like I don't need to be sticking it out, then that's already like a red flag for you in the sense that, do you really like him? Is he really worth it? Are you seeing potential with him? I think that's something that you have to ask yourself and let yourself know, because usually, like I said, when you're in love with someone, you see beyond that and you're like,
no, but I'm also getting the vibe that this guy, because it looks like you're a hustler, girl. You're going to school. You're you're a manager at this place. So you're working not only your brain physically for school, stuff like that. So it probably is frustrating you that he can't get a job when he probably can. It's maybe on the side that he doesn't want to or something like that. So then that's where your thoughts of like, maybe I don't want to tough. Because if you saw him actually, I have this interview today, this resume, I turned in this on Indeed, stuff like that,
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely I think it's something that you need to have a conversation with by yourself and think like, is he worth it, and do I see potential in him? Because it sounds like you're pretty set up for yourself. So
because I just talked to my friend the other day and he's like, yeah, I'm quitting my job tomorrow, but I start my other one on Tuesday and I'm getting paid way more, so there's like guys that like just, you can't stay still, and you got to marry one of those guys.
Yeah. split with my fiance and we have a 2-year-old, and it's really hard to be away from her. We split custody 50-50. I feel like a bad mom being away from her, but the relationship was getting really bad.
That's one of the saddest things ever, guys.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like, I cannot imagine a world where I don't see Franco whenever I can, first of all, and then like as much as I can to miss out on his milestones. But you got to look out for your health in order to be a good mom. So
yeah, I think that this is like the thing that we talk about, because we're usually like reading, should I leave him, should I stay, should I divorce him, and we're like, oh, it's hard both ways. But this is where you're telling us like you already left a bad situation, and like you guys have to both see you already did what's best for all three of you, including your child. So I think that it's hard not to have mom guilt whether you're with your partner or not. So just try to, I don't know, I follow a bunch of single moms on TikTok, or moms that do split custody, and they just talk about how they have to keep themselves busy, you know, like they feel so guilty, so sad when they're not with their baby. So just, you know, try to keep yourself busy, try to get hobbies or go to the gym or go get your nails done, you know, make yourself busy that week that you don't have your baby, so that you don't have to feel guilty, you know, because you guys already did the best thing for both of the parties involved. So we can't really speak on it too much because we've never been through it.
But it's got to be one of the most painful things ever, guys. Like, I tell you, sometimes I have a hectic day in the morning and I'm at vibing, I'm working out, this and that, and I haven't seen Franco maybe in tops 4 or 5 hours, and I genuinely miss him. Like, I genuinely just want to go home and watch TV with him or do something like that. And it's like, now imagine a whole week or every other day or whatever you guys, however you split it. It's like, wow, that must really suck. So you guys are really brave out there if you're going through this situation. It's not easy, especially, I know not a lot of guys listen to this podcast, but there are guys out there that are good dads, want to be involved dads, but unfortunately they lost a case or something happened and they can't see their kid, you know, once a month or only like that. So, you know, hang in there, guys, because that is tough.
That is so tough. And our heart goes out to you, girl. I hope you stay strong and just think about it, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I have for today, guys.
That's
all the advice.
That was 5?
Advice. Yeah. It's because I forgot that the one big one was telling you, like, her.
I told Blanca, I was like, babe, while I set up, can you find 5 advice? And that should make up the podcast. And I guess we blew through them. Yeah,
I think because we don't have a lot of them and they're not as long, which is amazing, because we have always told you guys, like, just shorten them out a little bit. So if you like, again, just remember, go to our Instagram, Spill the Beans JJ on Instagram, DM us there your advice, your questions, anything that you want us to talk about on the podcast, and we will read them, because we've been a little bad about that, you know. But guys, this year, I know, like we always say, this year's our year, but this year's looking up for us, you know. So definitely, if you guys follow us on Instagram, or if you guys listen to us on our audio platforms, you probably have seen our tile. And our photo doesn't look that great.
Why? Yeah, because of me?
No, Yadira did an amazing job taking the pictures, because she did what we asked her to. But literally, guys, I think we might have talked about this, but the day that we got the photo shoot, Jonathan and I were shopping for the outfit 30 minutes before we had to be at the studio. So first of all, we didn't plan our outfits good. We didn't even plan. Like,
I never wear turtlenecks. Tell me why I have a turtleneck on. I've told you guys this. If you watch the vlogs, I'm a shorter king. I like to say shorter because my bit tall friends, they hype me up. They're like, you're not that short, Jonathan. Quit saying that. So then I say shorter king as an inside joke. But so I always say I like to wear loose fitted around my neck. So because I'm shorter, this and that. So tell me why I have a freaking turtleneck on.
Literally. And that was our fault for literally putting it off until 30 minutes before the shoot. So we didn't have an outfit. We didn't have a plan. We didn't have anything.
I was in my curly hair stage, which I was still, you know, a little bit more overweight. So those two things don't go well. Curly hair and being chubby. At least for me, it didn't. So I was like, damn. Why? We need to redo those, babe.
I don't know what happened. Like, that was probably our worst photo shoot that we've ever taken in our life.
We should have planned our outfits, actually gone to the mall and taken our time. But nonetheless, Shadira worked her magic, and also our team at Yay Networks, they photoshopped the beans and did all that. So everyone else but us did a very good job. And also you, babe, you look beautiful.
No,
You
hell
were
no.
what,
My
breastfeeding?
makeup was, yeah.
And
But
it
my
was just
makeup
me,
was not
guys. I just
vibes.
look like I look like Gabriel Iglesias. No, is that his name?
Oh, see.
Yeah, the comedian.
Oh,
With
I
curly
think
hair.
so.
I don't know. But
don't
we're
know.
gonna redeem ourselves soon, guys. So yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
Jonathan
watching
was
this,
telling me, he's like, babe, let's just retake them already. And I'm like, bro, I'm at my heaviest I've ever been. Like, chill out, please. He has to give me like at least a month or two postpartum so
Yeah.
we can retake these towel photos. But yeah, so we definitely want to do that. And then we did want to update you guys a little bit because we might be in the works of renting out an office
babe,
space.
you freaking read my mind.
Really?
I was like, I'm gonna spill the exclusive.
It's because I
tea.
was saying that if I say it out loud, like maybe it's gonna make
Yeah, it's
us
gonna
do
pressure
it. You
us.
know,
Guys, we're in the works of looking for a warehouse / office space.
Mm-hmm.
Not only for vibing. I mean, mainly
Mostly
for
for
vibing.
vibing.
You know, we need a little bit more space than my parents' basement. But also for what?
we want to make a beautiful podcast studio.
Mm-hmm.
We love these vibes, and I think we're gonna stick to like couch friend vibes. But I mean, you guys are literally seeing our living room. And
Yeah.
you see when we get packages and we can't put
Boxes.
them anywhere. And you can see the mirror over there that we can't really move that much. So we definitely want to get a studio and like make it a homey, but make it like the Spill the Beans studio and actually have like our branding on it. Because you guys don't like, yeah, it's Spill the Beans podcast, but we have nothing on here that says that. So we want to make it just a little bit more visually pleasing, I would say.
And also, third reason, for my mom, guys. As you know, she's Vibin's therapist, but also her own therapist, obviously. So she has her own clients, or she wants to pick up more clients, but is scared to obviously fuck. Bringing strangers sometimes to the house isn't the safest thing.
Yeah.
Or sometimes she rents out the little office spaces like at the library or something, and they cancel last minute because of this or that. So my mom actually had the idea. She's like, you know, what if we go half, or what if we do this, like a warehouse for not only you guys and Vibin and Spill the Beans, but also for me because I need it. And then therefore, when you guys bring me clients, like, we all feel safer and it's just more formal, you know, instead of her living room or our living room. So yeah, guys, let us know if you live in Colorado, where to start. Do we type it in Google, or do we just have to drive around office spaces and call the number that says lease? Let us know what to do.
I think that what's really pushing us too is we're about to have another baby. And right now it's easy because we know Franco goes down to a nap 12 p.m. every single day without a question. So we have these 2 hours to film, but with the baby, how are we going to do it? You know? So it'd be nice to like kind of not have to force Franco to go to sleep or have to force him to stay up there, but then the baby's gonna be sleeping too, and if she wakes up, then who's gonna see like her and then Franco, and then it's gonna be a little stressful in that sense. And also, if we have this like podcast space, we can actually go and film like 2-3 episodes, and then we don't have to be away from them as long, you know. So I think it's all just gonna be for the best for all of us, and for Jonathan, and even for Yomi's. She can have somewhere to go and like also space out work from her home life. So yeah, we're really excited. We can definitely take you guys on that journey on J&J Vlogs, because if you guys don't know, my man over here has been putting on in the work. Jonathan has been so consistent on J&J, guys, and it's really cool to see. So if you guys want to keep a little bit more updated,
yeah, and I feel like you guys deserve it. You know, you guys deserve a Spill the Beans studio. You deserve a nice set. We see these new podcasts coming out, like Itati, the Platica just had a remodel.
So
So nice, and we're so like jealous, and obviously the right way, you know. And we're like, it motivates us.
Yeah,
we're like,
inspiring.
Itati just started her podcast, and she has such a beautiful. It looks like we're in the freaking set of Univision or something.
Literally.
So then I was like, we want our guests to also feel like they're coming to something badass. So yeah, guys, and then. Oh, that leads me into my next segment, because you said Yomi's. And I feel like a lot of people, guys, didn't know I have a sister. I have a 19-year-old sister, but she is the most shy, non-social media, nothing person ever. She's right now going to college. She's studying to be a nurse, more specifically, I just call them baby nurses.
Pediatric nurse?
Yeah. But yeah, guys, she's super shy. I wish I could, Blanca's sisters, they kind of like sign up to be on the videos, or sometimes we bribe them. I'm like, if you guys are in this video, I'll buy you seafood boil, or I'll buy you wings. And they're like, okay, and they're super funny. And I've told my sister, I was like, please be in the video, just say hi. But she's so shy. If you saw the house tour, guys, she literally went out and hid behind the truck from how shy she was. But maybe she'll open around and come around and,
slowly but surely. Because even
surely.
my sisters, it took them a while, but now they're just in it for the fun. And I think it's mostly the bribing too, because we're like, you guys get to try all the snacks from Mexico. They're like, okay, fine. But it's really, I think it's nice for them to know, like Yomi's, we know she's so shy that we don't just film her and like break that boundary, and like my sisters too, like Jimena gets shy sometimes and she literally tells us like, you don't have my consent to film me. And I'm like, okay.
I'm like, I don't care. You live in this house.
So there's times where she doesn't want to be on video either, and we respect that too. So yeah, I hope that here soon you guys can see more of Yomi. She's such an amazing girl, honestly. And when I was like, imagine having a podcast with her and just like hearing, because I feel like
she talks just like Shadi Bay.
She does talk like Shadi Bay. And I don't know, I think Yomi is a very how what would be the word?
She's just a well-rounded woman.
Amazing woman.
She's going for her career. She's Vibin's manager. She does everything for Vibin, guys.
Everything.
From labor to actual ideas to stuff like that. And then now she's a recently, girlfriend. She's a newly girlfriend.
She's a newly cuffed gal.
Yeah. So, and then she's a good sister. She's always taking my brothers everywhere because I don't live.
Great aunt too.
And an amazing aunt too, Franco. So, yeah, guys, she's a very well-rounded woman, and
yeah, we're really proud of her. And I think throughout the years we've shown you guys, like when we surprised her with the vanity, like she deserves so much. So I hope that one day you guys can see a little bit more into her life, because I really like Yomi is living her best life, honestly. Yeah. And like she's so smart and still going to school, so it's insane, and we're very proud of her. So hopefully soon.
If your order got there late to your house in the last weeks, it's because she was doing finals and studying for that, guys. So give Vibin, give Yomi a break. Just know that the person that packages your order, ships it out, does everything, is also studying to help babies eventually out in this world. She's gonna go for
a labor and delivery nurse.
Labor and delivery, yeah.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, Yomi, if you want to be in my labor, like, I will let you. And she was like, what the heck? So yeah, maybe you guys will see her in the labor and delivery vlog. But yeah, with all that being said, we have big plans for Vibin and for Spill the Beans, guys. I think it's just a matter of time and to get back on track with everything, because damn.
Yeah, but it's all thanks to you guys. We love you.
Yeah.
All, not only from Vibin and Spill the Beans, but all the way to like being able to take Franco on a Disney trip. Mm-hmm. We see the TikToks. I was telling Blanca the other day, I was like, man, like it makes me so sad when I see TikToks, and then not only TikToks, but then the thousands of comments in the section where like, I'm struggling to even eat this month or this week, and it's like, wow, like. And I tell her, I was like, babe, let's never forget like where we come from, or where we're at, or like, you never know, YouTube could shut down tomorrow. And, so we're doing our part to try to help people with therapy and just better our community, our society, and help you guys with the little bit that we can compared to what you give us. So
yeah, or even giveaways too. The other day, you guys, I actually wanted to say this in the podcast, not to like show off or anything, but I remember Jonathan and we filmed a TikTok of us going to choose out a Dyson because we need a new vacuum. And the comments were like telling me, oh, this vacuum or that vacuum, or just do Shark, it's more affordable, it's more whatever. And then I got a comment saying, well, I just moved into my husband and I just moved into our first apartment, and they're pregnant, and she's like, do you want to buy us a vacuum, And I like read the comment and I was like, holy shit, like I'm literally here trying to see what vacuum I can get. And there's people that just moved into their first apartment. And do you remember when we moved to our first apartment where we had to get
a toaster?
It was a toaster, but then we had to get our couch on like a credit card. Like, we financed our couch, which was $900.
Yeah.
It was on sale and we had to finance it because we couldn't just afford it right out because we had already paid like the deposit, the first month's rent, and like the bills. We didn't even have a washer and dryer. And I remember like when we were in that stage of our life, I would watch like all these big YouTubers moving into LA freaking apartments, buying the cloud couch, which is like $10,000, and being like, how insane, like how crazy would it be to be able to afford that? You know? So I read this comment. I'm like, yeah, girl, send me your Amazon list. She sent me her Amazon list. I bought her Dyson vacuum and it should get there on Monday, you know? So I was like, things like that. Like, I want to give back more like that and just be like, yeah, if you need this, like, frick it, you know. Back to school season, we usually buy teachers' wish lists and then school supplies. So, you know, just trying to help out, give back as much as we possibly can, because without you guys, we literally wouldn't be here. So
yeah, guys, we love you. We appreciate you so much. And yeah, I feel like every year I'm like, why are these people still watching us? 4 years later, 3 years later, whatever the case may be, I was like, yeah, like, you know, I would have figured you guys would be long gone by now or somewhere else or this and that. But like, you guys are still here. And I already memorized a lot of you guys in our DMs, in our YouTube comments. So we really appreciate you guys. You guys mean the world to us.
I think what we really appreciate too is like the way that you guys have grown with us, because I think about so many of you tell me like, I'm here since La Peda del Sábado started. And I'm like, how insane that you are still watching me and that you didn't stop when I stopped those videos, because obviously like my life changed and you're still here. So I was like, that is so crazy. We feel so
or when people
lucky.
mention the little yellow room, you know, when I lived with you at your parents' house, and then like everything todo se paga para atrás, you know, like it's so crazy. And yeah, I mean, that's, now that you mention it like that, babe, that's crazy, because people subscribe to you for content like that, but then they still kept up, even though, you know, now you're a mom with soon to be 2 kids and a husband and stuff, you know.
That's insane. So we just want to thank you guys for being here, because at the end of the day we could have fallen off and, you know, gone to shit, but we're still here, and it's all thanks to you guys. Like, as we always say, we can put in the work, make good videos, but if you guys aren't watching them, then nobody cares. You know.
Yeah, like you guys know when we talked with Lily on the last podcast how I'm a realist, and I'm, what you call me specifically? Oh, the worst case scenario. So every year, guys, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm prepared. I always think about the worst case scenario. So not that this would be the worst case, obviously. It's more than enough. But I would be like, okay, maybe this is the year I go back to being a truck driver and I get my own truck and I start just, you know, making money that way because YouTube died out. Or maybe this is the year I do it. Maybe this is the year. And we hang out with our tax lady. And again, guys, I'm not doing this to show off or anything like that. I like when people are this real with, you know, with their views. Or I want to be real with you. Every year we make more money when we see our tax lady. And I'm like, wow, like every year I'm like, oh, maybe this is a year I have to go back to my 9 to 5 air quotes. And it's like, no, like you guys keep blessing us.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm scared to see my tax lady, you know, because obviously, but I was like, damn, like, wow, you guys are the best. We love you.
Yeah, we're just super thankful and grateful for you guys. And we never want to take this for granted, you know. And I think that one of my main things is also to never become an out of touch influencer. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but so when I went through my miscarriage scare, that day I had just visited a lady in Houston that sells used luxury items, and I bought myself a Louis Vuitton the Neverfull, the one that I've always wanted, the one that's obviously the most popular.
Your first
and
designer, like
my first designer item, and it was used, pre-owned, pre-loved. And I called Jonathan like 3 times. I was like, babe, I don't know, like, should I get it? And I think it was like what, $1,500 cheaper, right, than the one at the store. And I was literally shitting my pants because I was like, I cannot believe I'm gonna make this big purchase. This is insane, whatever. And I bought it and I have it and I don't feel any different. It's not like, oh, this is amazing. Like, oh, it's just there in my freaking closet, and I wear my Coach purse more.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, yeah, like I never want to become the influencer that just buys designer and like is decked out in designer items when I can be putting my money elsewhere, which is buying Dysons.
Guys,
for
but
my
even
followers.
then, Blanca couldn't have her moment to herself. Like you bought your mom one.
Oh yeah.
You're like, no,
I
no,
had
no. If
to.
I'm gonna get something like this, my mom also deserves it.
Yeah, oh,
you know?
yeah.
So then you bought your mom, and even I know you bought it for yourself, but it's so funny. You technically bought it for your sisters because she's the one that wears the Christian Dior sandals. She literally jacked them from your closet. But
guys, the lady had Christian Dior sandals size 7, the only pair. And I was like, how can I not take these? Like, please. And so I ended up buying the Louis Vuitton wallet, my mom's purse, and the Christian Dior sandals. All of that combined wasn't even the price of one designer item, you know? So that's how I like kind of did it. And I was like, no, like I deserve this because I'm not buying it from the store. I'm buying it from someone that already pre-loved it. It's gonna be fine. It's just recycled. And yeah, it's like me da más gusto poder like provide for other people, and like the fact that I could surprise someone with a Dyson vacuum, like that is way better than buying overpriced purse. So for sure, I think that's what has helped us too, is just remaining like, what do you say? Like live like you're broke or whatever. Basically, Jonathan more. I've been trying to get into this a little bit more because I still take a lot of Target trips. But it's like living like if we were still not making any money, you know? So that's it for our rant today, guys. We're just super thankful for you.
yeah, in every scenario in life, I'm like, I get to take my son to Disney, you know? So hopefully we can do something along the lines of maybe like buy someone Disney tickets or something like that, you know, maybe in the future. And like, I don't know how we would do that, but like actually, you know, get it sorted out so we can do that maybe for an upcoming birthday or something like that. Because I know Disney is not cheap, but everyone deserves it, especially little kids, to experience it at least once, you know. Yeah.
So without further ado, I think that we should do a podcast giveaway.
Yeah.
You want to do how many $100?
We'll do $100, guys. Just comment the mouse emoji for Disney. Make sure you follow Spill the Beans JJ on Instagram. That's where we post the giveaways, guys. Not my Instagram, not Blanca's. Spill the Beans. So make sure you're following. You see our stories when the little, you know, what the stories do, because that's where we post the giveaways, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next Friday.
Okay. Later.
Yay Networks.